Just west of Chicago, in a community called Elmhurst, there's a place where you'll grow into a connected thinker and a passionate changemaker, with skills to excel and knowledge that lasts. Elmhurst University. Go far, do well.
It is simply more than just a game today on the turf of Langhorse Field. The two forces of the CCIW and men's lacrosse collide for a first seed on the line. It's the Illinois Wesleyan Titans taking on the host Blue Jays of Elmhurst University. Hello, everybody. Welcome into this broadcast. My name is Luke Jordan, alongside producer Bill Law. And real quick, before we dive deeper into the details of this game, we have ceremony time for the Blue Jays.
First, number 0, Nathan McGuire. A native of Tyson, California, McGuire has appeared in 26 career games, scoring 2 goals and 2 assists while causing 10 turnovers and picking up 19 ground balls. He's going on the field by his mother Valerie and his girlfriend Kate Soule. Nathan will be graduating with a degree in accounting. Fans, get up for number 0, Nathan McGuire. Next, number 4, Dylan Castaneda. Native of Corona, California, Castaneda has appeared in 2 career games as Elmhurst. He's joined on the field by his parents Denise and David, and brother Dave and sister Danielle. Dylan will be graduating with a degree in cybersecurity and a minor in computer science. Fans, give it up for number 4, Dylan Castaneda. Now we recognize number 5, Austin Evans. A native of Renton, Washington, Evans has appeared in 45 career games with 21 starts, scoring 1 goal and 2 assists while causing 24 turnovers and collecting 44 ground balls. He's joined today by his parents Brent and Jennifer. Austin will be graduating with a degree in philosophy. Fans, give it up for number 5, Austin Evans. Number 8, Ethan Castillo. Native of Munster, Indiana, Castillo has appeared in 5 career games, collecting 6 ground balls. He's joined by his parents, Tracy and Alex. Ethan will be graduating with a degree in biology. Fans, give it up for number 8, Ethan Castillo. Next is number 9, Luke Lampkin. A native of Bellevue, Washington, Lampkin has appeared in 4 career games, scoring 1 goal and 2 assists while collecting 3 ground balls. He's joined on the field by his parents. Luke will be graduating with a degree in finance with minors in sport management and communications. Fans, give it up for number 9, Luke Lampkin. Next is number 17, Ryan Rector. Native of Huntington Beach, California, Rector has appeared in 5 career games, notching 1 assist while collecting 5 ground balls. He's joined today by his parents Kelly and Rich. Ryan will be graduating with a degree in sports management and a minor in communications. Fans give up for number 17, Ryan Rector. Up next, number 23, Brendan Krause, native of Wesleyan, Oregon. Krause has played in 55 career games, scoring 40 goals and 30 assists for 70 total points. He's also collected 76 ground balls and has won 92 career faceoffs. Brendan is joined on the field by his father, Todd. He'll be graduating with a degree in finance. Fans, give up for number 23, Brendan Krause. Next up, number 26, Tommy Smythe, native of Duluth, Minnesota. Smythe has appeared in 45 career games with 39 starts, recording 4 goals and causing 29 turnovers while collecting 51 ground balls. He's joined on the field by his parents Corbin and Carrie and brother Will. Tommy will be graduating with a degree in biochemistry. Fans, give it up for number 26, Tommy Smythe. Now we on to number 30, Noah Mickelson, native of Madawana, Michigan. Mickelson has played 50 career games with 41 starts and goal. He's recorded 538 career saves, which ranks second in Elmhurst history, along with a .558 career save percentage, also second in program history. He's joined on the field by his parents Greg and Melissa. Noah will be graduating with a master's degree in project management. Fans, give it up for number 30, Noah Mickelson. And finally, number 40, Pete Greavy, native of St. Louis, Missouri. Greavy's appeared in 45 career games, scoring 32 goals and adding 16 assists for 48 total points. He's also collected 28 ground balls. He's joined today by his parents Beth and Jake and sisters Betsy and Rosie. He'll be graduating with a degree in Geographic Information Systems and History. Fans, give it up for number 40, Pete Greavy. Fans, please give us one last round of applause for the Elmhurst University Men's Lacrosse Class of 2025.
As you see there, the class of 2025 getting recognized for the Elmhurst Bluejays. It is just a whirl of emotions here at Langhorse Field. You talk about these Bluejays not only celebrating their players that are going to graduate, but you talk about this is a hungry team looking to beat Illinois Wesleyan for the first time since 2014, and we are just moments away from the opening faceoff that will eventually tell us after 60 minutes of game time whether they've completed that task or not. Once again, our producers, Bill Law, my name is Luke Jordan, and now we will rise for the national anthem here in Elmhurst.
Good afternoon, fans. Welcome to Langhorse Field on the campus of Elmhurst University for today's NCAA Men's Lacrosse Contest. Today's game will feature the visiting Illinois Wesleyan University Vikings going up against your Elmhurst University Bluejays. Before we begin today's contest, we ask that you please stand, if you're willing and able, face the flag next to the scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back to the Elmhurst Bluejays athletics broadcast here, presented to you by Suncom TV. It is almost go time between the two Goliaths of the CCIW. Elmhurst will host this one at home. The CCIW championship last year was down in Bloomington. Illinois Wesleyan had the 1 seed. They ended up downing the Blue Jays in overtime to claim the CCIW title. Just when you thought this battle couldn't get any more emotional, you even have that factoid alongside it. The Illinois Wesleyan Titans have won the regular season title the last 6 years and are currently 2-0 in CCIW play, and 10-2 on the season. Their only losses came in the state of Colorado, and they had a spring break trip. Elmhurst had the same, but they won their games. They're 10-1 on the season, a 10-game winning streak to open up the season, and then finally they suffered their first loss to the number 15 ranked Denison University, 17-12. Elmhurst will close out with Carroll and North Central to finish out their season, and only one more game left for the Titans after this one, where they have Carroll as well. The CCIW tournament begins April 30th. As the starters make their way out to center, Elmhurst will be rocking their white uniforms with the light blue numbers. The Wesleyan Titans black uniforms, a teal green stripe on the side.
The Blue Jays are led by assistant coaches David Castaneda and Ethan Stepanek, and the head coach of the Blue Jays.
And there are the goalies with the handshake, number 30, number 10. Noah Mickelson will get the start for the Blue Jays. It is simply going to be a roller coaster of emotions for him, especially. He had a lengthy hug with the head coach, Mark Morrell, during warm-ups. Just such a key piece to this program. And now a senior looking to get an item on his bucket list completed. Beat Illinois Wesleyan. And on the other end will be Colin Turvo. We are underway here at Langhorse Field, and it's a quick face-off win from Nick Schroeder and the Titans. Titans will now settle in, the best offense in the CCIW. Quickly driving inside, a shot deflected, and it comes back down to X. McHugh on a wraparound try, won't go. Ground ball comes right near the out-of-bounds line and is raked up just for a moment by McHugh. Elmhurst will get the arrow their way. Just 25 seconds in now, they have their first handle of the ball. Tony Vasquez. Pardon me, Josh Brandt. He gave it off for Pete Grebe. Elmhurst just 1 goal shy of their first CCIW tournament title last year, losing in overtime to these guys in black. As Sam Hoff on the near side throws it back up top, Brendan Krause. Krause has recorded a goal in 10 out of 11 regular season games so far. Krause starting to wrap around, will turn back. He is getting hawked by Karsten Nordley. And instead now outlets it up top for Hunter Hernandez. Hernandez, another offensive threat for the Blue Jays. Tallied a point in every game this season. On the left hand, quick shot, he scores! Hernandez breaks open the scoring. The Utah native gets the Blue Jays in front first.
Our goal scored by number 43, Hunter Hernandez.
21st goal of the season for the sophomore. And it's truly the start you needed if you're the Blue Jays. First face-off went Wesleyan's way. Vasquez nearly brought that one in, but nice work there by Sam Skelton with the long pull to get in there. Bob Boone out of the sub box, right into action, plays it down low. Quickly thrown in front, and it's lofted over the net. A shot attempt by Ike Eastburn with a team-leading 41 goals on the season. Now Jake Cahoon will settle up top, give it for Gage Black, who had the overtime winner against the Blue Jays last year. A slip there by Noah Dretzka. Ball popped loose, kick free. And the ground ball will be credited to the Blue Jays. Colin McManaman. Eli Spence has it up top. We're going to be talking a lot about him this game. 82 points in 11 games for the junior out of Washington. There's not been a single game this season where Spence has not recorded 5 points or more. Here's Brennan Krause. To the side now, Hoff. Down to X. Hernandez. Back for Spence. Gets a screen. Switch now to the short stick for Eli. Spence, the nation's leading scorer in NCAA D3. Thought about cutting into the danger zone. Now gives it off. Under 20 seconds on the shot clock. Bounce shot, they score. Pete Greeby makes it 2-0 Elmhurst.
Blue Jays. Elmhurst goal scored by number 40, Pete Greeby. Assisted by
The
number
too
2,
small
Eli
celebration.
Spence.
Trying to make Wesleyan the little brother this year. This Blue Jay bench is bumping right now. 2-0, 11:52 to play in the first quarter. And Nick Schroeder has another face-off win for the Titans. They're 3 of 3 so far. They've been able to settle. Can they find a goal? It won't happen there. Schroeder put it wide. He'll dart off to the bench and get Boone and Dretzka on. Chase was won by Wesleyan. Bob Boone, 5th year out of Los Angeles, now worked around the perimeter. Dretzka, far side. Jake Cahoon down low now. With speed comes McHugh. McHugh still has the ball. I don't know how. Then it's now popped free. Up for grabs at goal line extended. McHugh regains. It pops right in front of Mickelson, who will dart in and get the ground ball with his goalie stick. Another lockdown sequence from the Elmhurst Blue Jays. Can they get the successful clear once again? It is launched ahead all the way down for Spence, who was left open. Eli Spence stumbles on the left hand. Now switches back to the right and settles down. Elmhurst has lost 13 straight games to Illinois Wesleyan. Last win coming in 2014. So far, they have the early lead. Hernandez up top. He scored the opening goal. Getting hacked by Karsten Nordley, who's played some impressive defense so far. Ames now swings up top. Ames left-handed pass just out of the reach of Kyle Taylor. And Wesleyan now with an impressive defensive possession of their own. Under 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Space given to Billy McHugh. With the long pole starting to work inside. Ball popped free. Ground ball to Kyle Taylor. Taylor nearly had it pickpocketed. And then the ball awkwardly comes out of his mesh. It's a costly turnover. Now here come the Titans in transition. Nordley to the side. McHugh left hand just wide of the net. As he was knocked down after the shot attempt. Cahoon now up top for Black. Gage Black, an All-American honorable mention last year. Looking for some space, has it. Low shot is fended aside by Mickelson. Now Noah Dretzka from a sharp angle. He's got the Titans' first goal.
for the Titans. Goal scored on the
Just
system
a
by
tick
number
under
19,
9 minutes to
Dixon.
play. And Wesleyan has their first goal by Mickelson. A team averaging well over 14 goals a game. CCIW's best. But this time around, it takes them 6 minutes to find one. It's been an impressive defensive start for the Blue Jays, and here they come off the faceoff, trying to turn things into offense. Spence is getting whacked at on the turf.
Timeout taken by the Blue Jays.
And a smart play there by Mark Morrell, calling timeout while Eli Spence, his star player, looked helpless. And now the first timeout will be used from either side. What a fast-paced start we have here. We're just getting started. Hunter Hernandez and Pete Grebe, the goal scorers so far. Spence assisted on that second goal. And Noah Dretzka, his 15th of the year, the junior, to cut the Elmhurst lead in half. Already 7 shot attempts from the Titans. There's no denying that they have the offensive production when it comes to the shot column. Just so far in goals, it hasn't come easy. Noah Mickelson has made 3 saves. Another stat to look at as well, neither team has failed to clear. Wesleyan 2 for 2, Elmhurst 4 for 4. Titans back onto the turf, just waiting for the Blue Jays to break out. This Wesleyan program never has had a losing season. And they haven't lost a conference game in the regular season since 2017. They have lost the title game just once in that span. And many are knowledgeable to the fact that this game could very much decipher who wins the CCIW if they both win out. The Titans only one more game after this one. Elmhurst will have 2 in a week. Carroll and North Central. They got Carthage out of the way. Another one of the threats for the CCIW, a 15-12 victory back in early April. Stop clock of 8:44 is... Looks like we're fixing something technical here. Fixing the shot clock to 73 seconds, and now we're back underway. Elmhurst has the ball. Sam Hoff, the sophomore. Hoff shakes down the goal line extended, give it down low. Hernandez worked around the arc. Spence now on a short stick. Eli Spence double teamed. Ball in his stick. Still somehow he takes a quick shot and it just slithers wide. Oh my, would that have been a highlight reel goal for Spence. But it doesn't go there. Possession still to the Jays with the chase. Under 40 seconds to go on the shot clock. This one was deflected up top by a Titan. And Wesleyan thought they had the ball for just a moment. I think Horrocks got a little excited. The CCIW Defensive Player of the Week just this past week. As Hoff now. Sam Hoff gave it aside. Grebe, some trouble with the ball. His stick broke. You do not see that often. And it gives a free takeaway to the Titans. The long pull. Horrocks having some trouble with the ball. He now stumbles on top of it. And we've got a hold. As Wesleyan will keep the ball. A ton of subs from each side. Unsure of who's going to get possession there. Sam Weinberg finds Bob Boone now. Gage Black takes in up top. 5th year out of Peoria. Whistles one wide in the net. McHugh motioned over by the official. Now outlets down low for Black. Black defended by Owen X. Up top now with some space is Dretska, and he ties the game. Noah Dretska given plenty of real estate there. Look at this shooting lane, and he beats Mickelson down low. Mickelson has stopped 3 out of 4 up until that shot. And it's the equalizer. 6:59 now in the first quarter. Official taking care of the snap stick from Pete Grebe. Now the turf is clear, ready to go for another face-off. Titans have controlled the face-off so far. And it's up for grabs here. Violation in Elmhurst's way. Now Wesleyan looking for another long pull shot from a distance. Scooped up by Mickelson. Quick clear. Now up ahead comes Sean Cherry. Spence now will settle. 2 quick ones from Elmhurst to open up this game, and 2 in rebuttal from Wesleyan. Hunter Hernandez. Up top now Fisher's son. Son with 3 points in the opening CCIW game against Carthage. Now goes up top for Hoff, who finds a charging Grebe. Grebe will now evade outside. Hernandez around to the far side. Hoff for Spence. 2 and 3 playing catch. Now quickly worked near side. Grebe taking some checks. And now Hernandez, 25 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Spence looking to work off a screen, can't do so. Spence now defended by Carlo Adams. Off for Grebe, 13 seconds on the shot clock. And a distance full shot is taken in by Turvo, the senior out of Oregon. Avoiding a check and charging forward is Billy McHugh. McHugh, skip pass intercepted. Matt Koschel takes back in for the Blue Jays. Brendan Krause now over midfield. Number 5 to go in quarter number 1. Kyle Taylor. Freshman out of Dublin, Ohio. As well as Brent Deal, number 21. Both freshmen coming out of the same high school, Dublin Kaufman. Talk about a friendship right there. Spence, skip pass inside, behind the back, score for the Blue Jays! That was beautiful! Fisher's son on the play. 3-2 Blue Jays.
Elmhurst goal is scored by number 29, Fisher's son.
What a pass from Spence, his second assist. And Fisher's son will put that one in the highlight tape after this one. Back to midfield. Vasquez shoved off there. Charging ahead is Schroeder. And a kick going in the way of the Titans will now give forth to the Blue Jays. Tony Vasquez will have to step back over midfield and now charge ahead. They'll give it off to Grebe and come to the sub box. Vasquez has been overruled so far at the faceoff dot. He's 63.8% on the season, but Wesleyan has him to nothing so far. Off down low for Hernandez. Joe Latore. Now Hoff down low. Hernandez. Immediately back below goal line extended. Eventually finds Spence. Number 2 with 2 assists so far. Just in this first quarter. Hoff back for Spence. Spence draws a double. Skips it across. Screeby. Dodge to the left hand. It's popped loose. And dead in the danger zone before now scooped up by Sam Skelton. Skelton the long pole with speed. Skelton nearly triple teamed. And now this one thrown in front to Eastburn. Ike Eastburn had an open chance on Mickelson there, but he just cannot corral it cleanly. Not often you see a mistake like that from the dominant fifth year out of Colorado. Back in the hands of the Blue Jays now. Eli Spence, after that second assist, now 10 points away from breaking the Elmhurst single-season points record. He finished 1 point off of it last year as a sophomore. And still there's 2 games after this one for Elmhurst. Caden Ames, out of the side. Back for Ames, who will switch spots with his teammate Brennan Krause. Ames. Wesleyan bench wants a Ward. They're not going to get it. Spence goes wide, but the chase one down low. And Hernandez will give it to Ames. Krause for Spence. Spence back for Krause. Brendan Krause. Well defended. Time running out on the shot clock. 5 seconds. Ames a bouncer. It goes in. Caden Ames with a prayer, and it's answered.
Oh, Blue Jays.
Elmhurst doubles their lead.
Elmhurst goal scored by number 77, Caden Ames.
You can tell Ames sees he's running out of time. Just a bouncer.
Assisted by
And
number
you immediately
23,
see
Brendan
Colin
Krause.
Turvo tapping his chest. That's my bad. Turvo knowing he typically has one like that. That accountability can go a long way. But for the time being, it's a 4-2 Blue Jay lead here on their home field. Another face-off win for Nick Schroeder. The senior has been dominant, to say the least, and it's nearly quickly turned into a scoring chance. Instead, a shot goes well wide off the stick of Sam Weinberg. A hole in the ride from the Titans as Hernandez was wide open on a pass. Nearing the minute mark in the first quarter, 4-2 Elmhurst. 12-11 final score last year between these two teams when Illinois Wesleyan won the CCIW tournament. To move on to the NCAA tournament where they had to face off against Tufts in the first round. Tufts, the eventual national champions over in Philadelphia. Sam Hoff. Down low Hernandez. Eli Spence using his power. Now his speed with the quick shot save there made by Turvo. There's time for one last Titan push here in the first quarter, 15 seconds and counting. Billy McHugh up ahead to another long pole, skipped across, and it was Timothy McHugh that couldn't reel it in. 5 seconds now. And it's Elmhurst ball. That will do it on the first quarter as Mickelson is just going to heave it downfield at an empty net. But it's off the mark. 4-2 Elmhurst so far. And the bench is feeling it.
Score at the end of the first period.
They've
Elmhurst
got the energy and
4,
momentum
Wesleyan
so
2.
far. The goal for Elmhurst, I believe it was Fisherson, I might be wrong there. And Caden Ames to add on. No flags so far on either side. A bitter one-sided rivalry up to this point, and everything has leaned Wesleyan's way for the past 11 years. 13-1 all-time against Elmhurst. So far, it's the Blue Jays that have a 2-goal edge. We'll start back at the face-off dot where Elmhurst has struggled. Nick Schroeder has owned the battle so far against Tony Vasquez. It's been them two every time. Schroeder has won 5 of the 7. So we switch sides and now are just a whistle from beginning quarter number 2. There it is. And there it is once again for the Titans. Schroeder, another faceoff win. Now 75% with that one. Gage Black. To the side now, Dretzka with both Wesleyan goals. Skips it across. Boone takes it in. Boone with speed. Takes a slide. Still has the ball. There's a Blue Jay down, but we play on until the Jays can get possession. Save made there by Mickelson. It's dug out in front, and it's enough to get a whistle for Elmhurst. A Blue Jay desperately needing assistance. Cannot identify him yet. Max Rydenor is walking on his own, a good sign. And even Mark Morrell way out of his guard to make sure that his deep pull is all right. These two coaches share one main thing in common, both being the head coaches to start these programs. Zach Iannucci for the Titans, hired back in November 2012 to be the first head coach at IWU. And on the other end, Elmhurst just starting a year later. It was Mark Morrell that took over as the head coach. That has not changed. This chase is won by Spence. Thrown towards the cage from a distance. Looking to win that chase, and they have it. Minute gone in the second quarter so far. Score has not changed yet. Sam Hoff, Minnesota native. Gave it off. Here's a lengthy shot. Greavy, it goes! 5-2 Elmhurst. And it's Greavy with number 2 on his resume.
Elmhurst goal scored by number 40, Pete
That
Greavy.
is a missile off stick side. Beats Colin Turvo. A 3-goal lead for the Blue Jays, and we have some frustration on the Titan bench. Zach Annucci. Some words for the official. Probably regarding the chase that was won by Elmhurst. And Vasquez wins this face-off and will play it all the way back to Mickelson. Senior day for the Blue Jays. They have a 3-goal lead. And that's in part to an offensive contributor as stick goes flying out of Vasquez's hands. The other way now, Black skipped it across. McHugh couldn't get his hand on it. Pete Grebe, 2 goals for Elmhurst, the senior out of St. Louis. And of course on the other end, Noah Mickelson has played impressive so far, the senior out of Matawan, Michigan. And this ride nearly costed a goal for the Titans. Turvo was well out of his crease. Elmhurst tried their luck, but it wouldn't go. Carlo Adams will now simmer things down for the Titans. Bob Boone backs up. Will offset across for Noah Dretzka. Still with both Titan goals. McHugh now for Boone. Given up top now, Cahoon. Jake Cahoon with speed, had a chance, fired it wide. Chase is won by the Titans. McHugh will regain. 12:20 to play in the second quarter. Cahoon, the sophomore. Look at that acceleration, but he drew another defender and backs off. Now to the far side. Taking a spill there is Dretzka. And the ball came free. Scooped up there by Max Rydnor, who was recently injured. Knocked back down again. It's a push on the Titans, though. Rydnor drew it. You can tell he's still wincing through some pain. But he makes a play there for Elmhurst, able to regain possession. A lot of congestion at the midfield line. And Colin McManaman throw it out of bounds. What a ride there from the Titans, and they get it back. Utter chaos near midfield.
Timeout taken.
Timeout was called by Elmhurst. Second timeout used by the Blue Jays. Titans still have all of theirs. Pete Grebe with the only goal in this quarter so far. Forget Elmhurst fans, it is a doubleheader today. Augustana comes into town to take on the Blue Jays women's lacrosse team. That's set for 3 p.m. So it'll be just about an hour in between games, but you can catch the second game right back here with my producer Bill and myself, Luke Jordan, for the second on the back end of the doubleheader. Of course, as of right now, all eyes focus towards the one in present time. So much meaning behind this game, as there will be as well for the women's lacrosse game. It is also senior day for them, and we have a nice attendance on our hands today. Very curious to see what the official attendance will be once we get it. Timothy McHugh works inside and he missiles it wide. Now Black, that shot was absorbed. Traffic in the shooting lane. Elmhurst takes things back. We got a flag coming. It's our first flag of the game, and it's on Wesleyan. While play is still in progress, Zach Iannucci is trying to get an explanation from the official. That or he's giving his thoughts. The more I think of it, probably the second option. Hoff up top. Grebe. Now Kraus spins free, gives it down low. Hernandez finds Hoff. Hoff works up top. Sam Hoff to the side. Now Spence. Thought about it, gave it aside. Grebe, top corner! Elmhurst doesn't need no man up. They score even strength.
Goal, Blue Jays. Elmhurst goal scored by number 40, Pete Grebe. Assisted by number 2,
You could put a
Eli
bottle can
Spence.
in that top left corner. It would still get pinged out of distance by Pete Grebe, who's got the hat trick on senior day. Another assist accredited to Eli Spence. That penalty that was called will still stand. Gage Black as an unreleasable. But it's a huge face-off won by the Titans, who now can bury some time. Until stepping out of bounds there was Skelton. Well pressured by the face-off guy, and Tony Vasquez. Now here begins the first man-up possession for the Blue Jays. Spence fakes a drop for Ames, and now the Blue Jays off the bench will start to settle in. Titans moving on a string here on this man down. Spence to the side. Ames. Now a quick shot bounce. Hits off the crossbar and comes out. Quickly there to scoop it up as Colin Turvo, Blue Jay bench, nearly exploded. But it stays out, and now the Titans can't burn too much time. Ground ball is picked up by Joe Latore. Taken down to the turf once again. Elmhurst wins another ground ball. Matt Koschel, double teamed, right on the sideline. He lost control, but just for a moment, now gives it off to Hernandez. Open is Spence. It's another 50-50 ground ball that is won by Elmhurst. That has been one of, if not the difference maker so far in this game. Latore. Now Spence starts to walk in while falling, got it off to Hernandez, and he finishes the play. Blue Jays on a rout, 7-2.
Blue Jays. Goal scored by number 43, Hunter Hernandez. Assisted by number 2, Eli Spence.
Look at that bench reaction. Another assist for Spence. 4 of them. He's known more for his goal-scoring ability, but today he has been the helper. Schroeder now kicks this one ahead off the face-off. Oh, no. Oh, no. Blow the whistle. That was a hard hit taken at the 20-yard line. It looked to have been clean. Mark Morell is talking to the official. The injured player is moving. And now his back is up. Good sign, but still, they're going to take their time checking in on him here. Illinois Wesleyan trainers making their way onto the field as well. It is a very anxious silence here. There's hundreds of fans here in attendance watch on. If there's one thing I've learned in sports broadcasting, it is do not speculate. We are not going to tell you who is getting up until we absolutely know. He's up now. And that is Max Reidenor. Again, he has taken a beating in this game. He's drawn a crucial push that got Elmhurst the ball. He's been put to a tough test, and thankfully he is getting helped off. And everybody, whether wearing green or blue, is giving applause to Reidenor. Reidenor waves back. Looks like an I'm okay notion, but we will keep you posted. Max Reidenor, as he will get checked on in the Elmhurst bench, as they have the ball once again, a 5-goal lead. About to hit the halfway mark in the second quarter. Spinning around some speed is Taylor. Kyle Taylor now for Spence. Fakes one, backs out. Spence has space, fires, and it's wide. Hernandez wins the chase. Official saying he's got to pick up a different ball. Now walks in. Brendan Krause. Now Ferry nearly out of reach. Taylor was able to reel it in. Charlie Ferry. Running around is Krause. Krause knocked down, as well as the ball. And here comes Illinois Wesleyan. Worked ahead by Nick Horrocks. Now McHugh. For Boone. Some trouble with the ball there. As communication as Carlo Adams was able to reinforce for Wesleyan. McHugh sends it across. Boone. Boone starts to approach, gets to the left hand. He's got Black open. Black steps in and shoots it wide. Still in the hands of the Titans here, taken down at X by McHugh. Darting ahead comes Dretzka, looking for the hat trick. Instead, feeds it in front. Eastburn could not finish. And now it's one out by Josh Brandt. Brandt now gave it aside. Now Spence off the feed from Hernandez. Trying to get a better angle here. Looks like he might have gotten tapped on the head there. We'll get no flag. Now Hernandez. Endless perimeter work here from the Blue Jays. It was coughed up for just a moment by Hoff. Hoff defended by Karsten Nordley, who has looked really impressive, the SSDM for Wesleyan. Spence. Aside, Grebe with the hat trick, down low Hernandez. Wheeled around, Ames up top. Time running out on the shot clock, 15 seconds. Ames gave it across, sharp angle. Grebe, a bouncer, just misses that far side post. And it's Wesleyan that gets the chase. Boone's over midfield. Bob Boone with speed. Now backs off. Smart play by Sam Weinberg to let the bounce hit his chest. Keeps it in play and finds Black. Gage Black to the right hand. Overtime hero last year against Elmhurst in the CCIW title game. Now left-handed shot just wide to the right side there for Dretzka. Half a minute on the shot clock. Black had a lane for just a moment. Now a beautiful tic-tac-toe play, and it was Eastburn looking to go down low. Mickelson got just enough of his leg on it, and now it's Hoff. Back for Mickelson. Elmhurst perfect on the clear in the first quarter. They're 5 for 7 here in the second. Make that 6 for 8. Grebe. Now for Kraus. He motions Ferry to the right. 7-2 lead for Elmhurst, nearing the 3-minute mark in the second quarter. Kraus steps in. Bouncer stopped there. It's Colin Turvo. Makes another save down low, but look at that. Taken right back in by the Blue Jays. Spence now double team, triple team, shoved down low as Elmhurst wants a push. Instead, it's given off to Ferry. Ferry in a double. Gave it aside, Grebe, and they can settle once again. A fresh shot clock. Pete Grebe. That's a ward if I've ever seen one. Titans get the ball back. And now once again, the Blue Jays threatening at midfield. Titans win possession now. Their bench is jumping. They draw a flag. Here's McHugh inside. Low shot, they score. It was a tough clear, but the Titans pull it off. And this is what it turns into.
This is by number 44, Billy McHugh.
A much-needed strike for Wesleyan. Something to note, though, Billy McHugh is getting checked on at the Titan bench. McHugh's got goal number 20 on the season. And the Titans will use their first timeout. 2:03 to go in the second. 7-3 game. A look at the current CCIW standings. There are only 5 teams this year. Augustana, unfortunately, due to injuries and numbers, suspended their season, but they plan to be back for next year. So you're talking about 5 teams, and going in order, it's Elmhurst and Wesleyan. We're at that top spot. Elmhurst just 1-0. They only played 1 conference game. They would have played Augustana by now, but that game was canceled, of course. Wesleyan 2-0. North Central's 1-1. Carthage is 0-2. They played some tight games. And then Carroll 0-1. As we mentioned earlier, Wesleyan has won the last 6 CCIW regular season titles. Only 1 team that is currently in qualification will not make the CCIW tournament. It's the top 4. Currently on the brink, it's Carthage and Carroll, fighting for that last seat. But over here, it's a battle at the top. And so far, it's the Blue Jays on top. 2:03 to go. Nick Schroeder lines back up. He's 7 for 11 at midfield when it comes to the face-off. And Vasquez is saying he violated and jumped early. He's not going to get it. And now make that 8 for 12 for the senior out of Wisconsin. McHugh launches it up top. Here comes Dretzka. You know this Titan team desperate for at least 1 more goal before heading into the half. And here's Boone looking for it just to the right of the cage. Still plenty of time to work. 44 seconds on the shot clock, 1:25 on the game clock. Here comes Gage Black. Nice low shot. He got it by Mickelson. Off the iron and in. And there's that momentum-shifting goal. It's now 7-4. A dog pile on the Titan bench in celebration. Now just 3 goals separate these two. Vasquez and Schroeder again. Vasquez wins it for the Blue Jays. Titan bench wants a Ward. Definitely could have gone that way. Shot clock is hypothetically off. More time shown on the shot clock than the game clock. Just about 9 seconds apart. Blue Jays could hold to the last shot if they wanted. Hoff for Spence. Now Kraus. Trying to get some momentum going into half after the Titans have taken over. Ground ball up for grabs. Elmhurst had it, but just for a moment. Skelton now scoops it up. He will launch it ahead. And there to take it in is Karsten Nordley. the junior now trying to work inside. Time running down. A dozen seconds, and the Titans will call timeout. Trying to draw up a play to find what could be another one with just 11 seconds to go in the first half. Both teams have now used 2 timeouts. It's 2 straight goals from the Titans, McHugh and Black. CCIW today, of course, this one, and then shortly after at 2 o'clock. Not too far from here either, down in Naperville. North Central is hosting Carthage. North Central 1-1 in the CCIW, 7-3 on the season. Carthage 0-2 in conference, but 9-4 on the year. These 2 solid teams go at it on the Cardinal campus. 11 seconds here. Starting with the ball right in front of the Titan bench is Sam Weinberg. There's just 11 seconds for Wesleyan to try to find something. And it's thrown up top now. Dretzka with speed trying to win the race. Lofted it across, and the Titans cannot score in the final seconds. As that will do it on the half. Mickelson makes a huge save with the leg. And he is fired up, headed over to the Elmhurst bench.
Score at halftime, Elmhurst 7, Illinois Wesleyan 4.
What a first half it has been. And everybody here gets a break just 10 minutes before we return here on the Elmhurst Bluejays Athletics YouTube channel, presented to you by Suncom TV. Don't leave your seat, and if you do, we'll see you back in 10. You got to stick around for the second half here at Langhorse Field.
After my undergrad here, I was working kind of locally with a couple former alumni in kind of a business setting, and so I was kind of interested by that. And then to get this degree was a huge opportunity for me and something that I just couldn't pass up. From the first class, a couple classes, you know, the instructors brought a lot of their personal experiences in. So it was a lot less of like, hey, let's just read the book, let's go over the text. It was more like what they brought to the table, what they've learned in their careers. And for me, that was huge because being in the small size class, you know, having an instructor that's going to be more engaging, it just made for a better overall experience. I was always looking for something that was going to be data driven. I was really interested in some of the storytelling that we did with the marketing class. So in my career currently, I'm an insights manager at a market research firm. Having the opportunity to specialize in something made it easier for me to narrow in on an industry. When I transitioned from the MBA program into my role now, I felt like I could take on things right away and hit the ground running. It's not only getting the degree and, you know, using it to elevate your career, but I learned a lot about myself as far as being challenged and stretched to be able to balance, you know, coaching and classwork and a job and, you know, relationships, you know, friends and family and things outside of that. That was so unique to me, and to anyone that's considering this, I mean, absolutely do it. Yes, it's going to be hard. Anything worth having is going to be hard, but you learn a lot about yourself by doing it.
When I graduated in 2020 with my undergrad, I knew I wanted to continue my education. It was a natural choice to come back to Elmhurst. I had grown to know and love the faculty, the students, the environment, the curriculum, the flexibility behind the MBA program. Since I didn't really have a specialization, I took that time to take entrepreneurial classes, marketing classes, to see which path I really wanted to take. And in doing so, that allowed me to kind of figure out what I wanted to do afterwards. An exciting thing that the MBA has enabled me to do, I have two different perspectives, one of my own obviously, but also from my profession. I do talent acquisition, so I'm able to review resumes and applications of people who have and do not have master's degrees or MBAs, so I know the real life implications of having an MBA. For myself, it just allowed me the opportunity to take that extra step in my education and help to understand which direction I wanted to go. If you're looking for an opportunity to connect with others, to build networks, this is a great opportunity to do that. There's a small class size. They focus on team building and projects revolved around that. So Elmhurst gives you that opportunity to, not only see what you're good at, maybe learn from others and see how they work and how they work with others and how you could maybe expand upon that. If it wasn't for Elmhurst, I don't know what I'd be doing right now.
My name is Ricky Franks. I'm a part of the Accelerated Master's Entry Nursing Program here at Elmhurst University. What drove me to choose Elmhurst is the flexibility of the program. With this accelerated program, you're allowed to start right after your bachelor's degree in any other field that you've been in. So after this, we'll have our MSNs, and then after that, if you want to pursue your career more and become a doctorate or a nurse practitioner, then you can just get your certificate. The best part that stands out to me of this program is just the relationships that I built over the time that I've been here and the opportunities and experiences I've had through clinicals. We've had all of the clinicals, so we have pediatrics, OB. It really just opens up the opportunity to experience. During those clinicals, you're able to really practice the skills that you're learning and just really facilitate that compassion to your patients. It really just made me decide that I really wanted to go into mental health. It really solidified that decision. Now I have been accepted to a post-certificate program for mental health, and I want to be a nurse practitioner after that, which is just underneath a year. I really want to advocate for patients, people who don't really have voices in those vulnerable populations. I really just want to make sure that they're heard and that they're cared for in the way that they should be.
A few wonderful classes that gave me some real world experience.
One of my classes entailed going through a simulation. It makes you collaborate with other people in your cohort, and it just makes it more engaging.
I got a chance to have an internship. They liked me so much that they offered me a contract.
I was able to get an internship. It did help me find that might not be the right path for me, but at least with a business administration degree from Elmhurst, it matches a lot of roles more than just one thing, so it's very versatile.
Being a military-friendly school was a big part of why I selected Elmhurst.
Military benefits actually helped me completely with my education, as I wouldn't have gone back to school if it hadn't been for the military benefits.
By being able to use the GI Bill at Elmhurst, I was able to really just focus on my education and doing well in the program versus having to worry about the financial aspects of paying for school.
It was seamless and easy to process. They also are part of the Yellow Ribbon program, which helped make up the difference for the cost that the GI Bill did not.
Welcome back to Langhorse Field, home of the Elmhurst Bluejays, a team that has never won the CCIW regular season title in their program history, being started in 2013. They've made it to the tournament, which features the top 4 teams out of typically 6 here in the CCIW. They made that tournament 7 times, but they've never had the 1 seed, with a lead against the team who's had that 1 seed the last 6 years. Looking to put a finishing touch here on the second half, but it's been 2 unanswered from the Titans, as they found a pair in the late going. 2 goals in under a minute from Timothy McHugh and Gage Black, as now it's just 3 goals the deficit faced for Wesleyan, trying to have another undefeated CCIW season. Same face-off battle as usual. 2 elite face-off guys at midfield. But so far, out of the 2 Vasquez and Schroeder butting heads, it's been Nick Schroeder on most of them. But this time around, it's a violation on Nick Schroeder, and Tony Vasquez will now give it off and get off. Blue Jays have the first possession here in the second half. Kraus trying to back in on the left hand, gives it out. Hoff surveys, now finds Spence, who had 4 dishes that led to goals in the first half. Not a single game where Spence hasn't had 5 points this season. He'll take it again off the quick feed from Kraus. Spence now, swim dodge, gave it out. Now Greeby, under 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Lengthy first possession here for Elmhurst in the second half. Hernandez down at X with under 10 to go. Gives it a side, sharp angle shot goes for Greeby. It's goal number 4 for Pete Greeby to make it a 4-goal gap on the Titans.
Pete Greeby, assisted by number 23, Brendan Kraus.
Greeby came into this game with 14 goals in 11 games. And just past 31 minutes into a singular game, he has 4. Vasquez gets the lengthy battle for the ground ball. Tony Vasquez inside, and that goes right into the stick of Turvo. A 10-on-10 denial. Now Wesleyan. Here comes Gage Black, got space, fires, and it's denied by Mickelson. Hernandez down low. Back for Eli Spence, who is now 8 points away from breaking the single-season points record here at Elmhurst University. He's finished 2nd and 3rd all-time. 2nd was just 1 point off last season with 92. And by the way, third. He was a freshman with the third most points in a season all time by a Blue Jay. He's been held without a goal so far, but that doesn't deny the fact that he has 4 helpers. Now Ames down low. 15 seconds on the shot clock as Hernandez turns back. Now sends it far side. Spence up top. Will they go for the ISO up top with little time to spare? They will, and a high shot is reeled in by Turvo. Over midfield is Adams, freshman out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Boone up top. Boone thought about crashing inside. Elmhurst bench is loving the defense right now from the Blue Jays. It's a ground ball that's scooped up now. Sam Weinberg up top, Black. Black on a spin, bounces it across, out of the reach of Noah Dretzka, and Elmhurst is going to get the ball back. Exactly 4 minutes into this third quarter. Only 1 goal so far. Pete Grebe assisted by Brendan Krause. Swim dodge attempt is knocked free. Not much to do there for Charlie Ferry, who was in a sea of black uniforms. Black now, who broke the hearts of Blue Jay players last year. It's a rematch of the tournament title game where Mickelson now makes another save. Pete Grebe, number 40 with 4 goals. Spin move, outside Hoff. Now a quick dish. It was Spence trying to put it in front. It's fended down by the Titans, and Turvo takes in the ground ball. Riley Blair. Now for John Kiddo. Offsides is what Wesleyan wanted. There's a flag that comes late, but the question is, will that be the call? We'll dissect it all now. It'll be on Fisher's son. First man-up opportunity for the Titans. Just one flag that came with 10:21 to go in the second. And it was Gage Black for unnecessary roughness. Ike Eastburn. Now Boone. 6 minutes into this third quarter. Titans trail by 4. A position they have not been in often, even in their program's history. Here is a shot. They score. Gage Black with a missile to the top corner, and the Titans get a much-needed man-up goal. The deficit now just 3.
Goal scored by number 13, Gage Black. Assisted by number 59, Bob Boone.
Boone will get the assist. Black the goal. 2 fifth years that have been cornerstones to this program, connecting on a crucial goal for Wesleyan. Vasquez tripped up, then pushed. Either way, Blue Jays were getting the ball. Elmhurst trying to improve their record to 11-1 on the season. Now Grebe gives it off. Hoff. Down low Hernandez. Now Spence off a screen. Eli Spence. There's a violation on the offensive side of things for the Blue Jays. And look what it turns into. Titans in transition. And going down from behind is Skelton. That's a flag. Ground ball, one out by McHugh. Titans will get another man-up opportunity, already 1 for 1 in this quarter, and the game entirely. We'll see if they need it. Ward called there on McHugh, but still. Wesleyan will retain possession. Ike Eastburn will start the Titan man-up opportunity to try to cut the deficit to just 2 goals. As Boone steps in, fires one, and that bounces wide. Nonetheless, McHugh is there to retain possession. 7 minutes to go now. Black, who had the recent goal, now worked around near side. McHugh skips it right through the offensive end. Time is up, and on the man down for the Jays. Back out to even strength. Boone, left-handed, taken into the stick of Mickelson. He didn't have to move much to make that stop. Caden Ames is going to turn off. He's defended by Wyatt Hart. Will now loft it across Hoff. Down low Hernandez. Finds an open man in Kyle Taylor. Back up top. Ames now. Quick move to the left hand. Gave it aside. Quick turnaround shot. Ends up wide of the cage. Hernandez took some contact while letting go of that one. He was derailed by Nick Horrocks, senior out of Boulder. Now Ames up top. Quick move to the right hand. And his pass out of the reach of Taylor. This one is going to trail out of bounds, and Horrocks will now take over for the Titans. Some struggles at midfield here. And Hoff shoved the Titan over the midfield line. Will not be an over and back. Will play on. Elmhurst fans are beyond upset. We will play on as Boone is now down low, being defended. Cole and Mick man to man. Boone in front, low shot, score! Sam Weinberg has the deficit down to a pair.
Goal scored by number 17, Sam Weinberg.
First time it's been a 2-goal game since the first quarter when Elmhurst led 4-2. Wesleyan still, as you see there, composed. Two 1/3 quarters so far for Wesleyan, but now they cough it up. Easy clear for Elmhurst. Down low now for Fisher's son. Flag coming on the Titans. Will play on until they get a hold, which was nearly there. A pass swatted down. It's taken back into the hands of Eli Spence, star player of this Elmhurst squadron. He's been the playmaker today. Ames. Back for Spence. Spence now creates some separation. Flag remains on the turf. Thrown inside into a sea of black, and it will be scooped up by Wesleyan. And here comes another man-up opportunity for Elmhurst. They haven't gotten one since the 10-minute mark in the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed this game so far. Us up here sure have. Producer Bill Law. On the mic speaking Luke Jordan. As that's Carlo Adams that will serve the man down for the Titans. Now Caden Ames will start with the ball. 2 goals in the recent game against Denison. He's got one today. Elmhurst fans have lost their patience with head coach Zach Iannucci. And now we'll play. Here's Ames. Back up top, Spence. Quick ball movement here, nearly turns into a goal. Put wide by Joe Latore. Titans trying to say they won the chase. Now it's sent back up top for Spence. Grebe. Spence again. Ames now swings over. Open on the side is a man. It's Fisher's son. Flag flies as Elmhurst finds goal number 9.
Go Blue Jays! Elmhurst goal scored by number 29, Fisher's son, assisted by number 77, Caden Ames.
Jays score with the extra man for the first time in this game. To each side, a man-up goal now. Ten minutes and 32 seconds between Elmhurst goals. Grebe's early one in this quarter to get the party started. It was all Titans since then with 2 unanswered. And now Elmhurst has canceled things out back to a 3-goal game as it was at halftime. To most, you'd have to consider this a program-changing chance for the Elmhurst Bluejays, who have lost to these Wesleyan Titans who have been the Goliath of the situation for the last 11 years, as a huge save was made in front by Turvo. Wesleyan has won 13 straight against the Blue Jays. We got a flag coming. Hernandez getting a bit too aggressive, and now the Titans will go on the man up. A lack of discipline from both sides in this third quarter. That will be our 5th flag of the third and 6th overall in the game. One minute on Hernandez. Titans will start right at the Blue Jay logo. Best offense in the CCIW, held to only 6 goals so far. As the Titans 50% so far on the man up. This will be 60 seconds on Hernandez, a cross check. Boone to Black. Now sent down low. Looks like they're running a 1-4-1. A lot of traffic at that 20-yard line. Now spread out. Boone. Skip through. Eastburn finds Black. Fakes it, gives it a side. Here comes McHugh on a centering pass, and finishing the play is Sam Weinberg. Back to a 2-goal game.
Goal Titans. Goal scored by number 17, Sam Weinberg. Assisted by number 15, Timothy McHugh.
Two for 3 now on the man-up bar, the Illinois Wesleyan Titans. And all of a sudden, with the surge of faceoffs won by Elmhurst in this third quarter, both teams are at 50%, and now Elmhurst has the faceoff edge. They've really turned things around on that artifact of the game, but then it's taken away by Skelton, who nearly gave it right back to Hernandez. Over midfield is Cade Myers. Myers trying not to get shoved out of bounds. Cradling up high with the long stick. Now gives it back to Black. Under a minute that remains here in the third quarter. Quick shot, save Mickelson. The rebound is loose in front and taken ahead. Spence has it now. Eli Spence still looking for that first goal in this game. Came into this one with 52 in 11 games. Spence up top, quick shot, Sun. Nice desperation save by Turvo. It's a quick clear from the Titans with 20 seconds to play in the third. Timothy McHugh spins to the left hand. Time running out. Bounce pass out of reach of Carlo Adams. And this ground ball right near the 40 is dragged aside. Elmhurst can't take in. 5 seconds. Wesleyan with the ground ball. McHugh, final seconds. Wide of the net. Hits the side, and that will expire. Time on the third quarter. The Blue Jays lead 9-7. But it is a quarter that is won by Wesleyan. A 3-goal gap entering the third. Now cut down to 2 with 15 minutes to play. What a third quarter from Sam Weinberg. Did not score up until the 4:49 mark of the third, where he scored 2 goals in just over 3 minutes for Wesleyan. A senior that was quite the local product, just a tad south Park River Forest High School. Elmhurst enters this fourth quarter with a 2-goal lead over the Illinois Wesleyan Titans. They have not beaten this program since April 21st, 2014. That's 4,016 days. Let that sink in. And now they are 15 minutes and a good performance to close out away from what could be ending a 13-game losing streak against the Titans of Illinois Wesleyan. Here we go on the fourth quarter. A statement first face-off win taken in by the Blue Jays as they'll start the clear. Nathan McGuire quickly met. Weinberg trying to tussle him down, couldn't do so, and it's now bounced ahead for Vasquez, who finds himself in a double team, shoved down to the turf. A bit too aggressive. And possession will stay with the Blue Jays. Holding it up high is Brennan Krause, who quickly gave it off. McManaman will come off. Let Hoff on. Sam Hoff now, the one with the ball. Hoff. Krause now to the side. Greeby, that's goal number 5. Jays in double digits, back to a 3-goal lead.
Go Blue Jays!
Pete Greeby with half the Elmhurst goals in this game. And he's had a wheel of celebrations to showcase. That one, the silencer. Krause gets the assist. And that is exactly how you needed to open the fourth quarter if you're Elmhurst. And now Schroeder with a push. Vasquez is able to use that to his advantage. He'll come off now, and it's another possession brewing for the Blue Jays. And here's Greeby. The film study said Eli Spence was the man to watch for. And that is the case 99% of the time, but Pete Greeby has put on a show. It's Krause now who just assisted on that recent goal. Now Hoff. Hernandez. This ball being spun around. Spence starts to walk in. Eli Spence right in front, trying to get it while falling is Hernandez. Flag coming forth to the Titans. And Elmhurst still with the ball. Spence now. Off a screen. Aside Hoff looking down below X, but the pass came right to the stick of Turvo, who was just tending his crease. And now the Blue Jays will get another man-up opportunity. 1 for 3 so far in this game. Elmer's trying to move to 2-0 in CCIW play. It doesn't look like much on paper, but When you talk about climbing the highest mountain of a team who has not lost a regular season conference game since 2017, you'd have to feel pretty good about yourself. Moving into the final week, where they play Carroll and then the Cardinals of North Central. So here goes on the fourth man-up opportunity for Elmhurst. Just past 2 minutes into this final quarter. Ames, down a goal line extended, bounce pass, could not find Hernandez. And still the ground ball is won by Fisher's son, but then he's yard sailed. And then a hit from Hernandez. He just derailed the CCIW Defensive Player of the Week. My goodness. And the ball stays with Elmhurst. Spence to the side. Ames, lengthy shot taken in by Turvo. Ames is hit hard by Marks. And now here comes Karsten Nordley. Gotta watch for the failure here. They will get over in time. McHugh. This one took an awkward hop, still sticked aside by Mickelson. And the ground ball is approached by Kiddo. The senior got off to McHugh on the left hand. McHugh with some space, gets to the right, bounces it just wide, but he's going to win his own chase. Pick up a new ball and reset with just under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time to operate on the shot clock. Kito well defended by Lattori. He'll skip it up top. Weinberg. Now for Boone, who releases. That hits the dome of Ames. You can tell he's got his head ringing. Goes down, but they will still blow the whistle since Ames is practically in the shooting lane, and it was a concerning fall. And he's right back up. That's one of the more lacrosse things we've seen today. Get a ball straight to the head. Get knocked down. And he's right back up. You know, Ames, a junior, wants to stay in this game. He'll have to take a temporary pause. Now Wesleyan will have 23 seconds to try to get a shot off here. They'll quickly work it around the perimeter. Noah Dretzka. Dretzka on the left hand. Ducks back below goal line extended. Gage Black. Now for Boone. Bob Boone, double team. Ball comes free and is raked in by Mickelson. Now launched ahead by Elmhurst. Spence takes in down low. Down low, it's the CCIW Offensive Player of the Week against the Defensive Player of the Week. Spence on Morix. Morix will back off now as Kraus takes over for Elmhurst. Brendan Kraus gives it off. Hoff to the side. Spence with a fake. Skips it across. Under 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Hernandez now for an open Spence. Eli Spence with space looking for his first. He's got it! And still on this season, there has not been a single game where Eli Spence has not scored less than 5 points. There's point number 5 there and goal number 1. The most goals a game in all of NCAA Division III. 4.72 on average. And he finds a crucial first one to get himself going on the scoring side of things. Still the Titans plenty of time. Stop clock of 9:34. They do trail by 4 goals. Here comes Boone. Black couldn't handle that one. It is well recovered by Dretzka. Now for Jake Cahoon. Cahoon with space, fires wide. Titans have been looking to pick those corners. And that's about the 5th or 6th occasion where they just missed by an inch or two. Shots in this game, 36-30 now, favoring Wesleyan. But shots on goal, as Wesleyan misses another one there. Elmhurst actually leads shots on goal 21-18. And still the Titans with only 1 shot on the cage so far in this 4th quarter. And that's on 4 shot attempts. Here's Boone. Boone on a spin. Gets the left hand, puts it 5-hole. Pretty play by Bob Boone, the 5th year. And just like that, Wesleyan's right back in this one. Can you not tell by the crowd down below us, this is one of the better attending games in program history for the Blue Jays? It has been loud down below us here. Hundreds upon hundreds. There's a lot of fans in light blue trying to witness history. But trying to spoil it are the Titans, just missing on a shot there. This chase is actually still in play. Never mind that, it was just won by Wesleyan. Dretzka puts it up top for Boone. Boone, who had the recent tally, looking for another one. Instead feeds it across, and they score! In air, Jake Cahoon. Hold on now. Goal stands. Just needed a second confirmation. And now the Wesleyan bench can celebrate. As the Titans scored that one, officials came over just to confirm, talked for a good 5-6 seconds. And now here we go from midfield. A quick bounce back from the Titans. 2 goals in a short span of time. Yard sale the long pole there. As it's knocked out of the hands of Bobby Conroy. We are officially halfway through the 4th quarter. And look at this speed. Matt Koschel, the long pull, just wide of the net. Morix had to play goalie there. Turvo was ahead on the 10-man ride. And that nearly just dismantled the Titans. Nonetheless, Elmhurst still has possession. Now they can get all their designated shooters out there. Hoff, one of them, who finds Spence. Eli Spence up top, gets around one. Spence fires wide. Hernandez there on the chase. Spence now off the crossbar, high in the air. Hernandez points his stick up. He's got the chase back for the Blue Jays. And that will reshot the shot clock. But now Maninucci's going to run onto the field and call a timeout.
Timeout taken by the Titans.
Feel the anxiety inside this place right now. Both teams in an anxious huddle. Titans now break out of it. A lot to be discussed in a short amount of time. Elmhurst trying to make history. Hernandez has it down low. Off the shot that pinged the crossbar from Spence. The shot clock did reset to a minute, and Elmhurst will take off every second of it unless they have a good look. Kraus for Spence, who has to reach out and catch that one. Kraus now to the side. Grebe looking back for Kraus, and there to snuff it out. Who else but Karsten Nordley, who's been incredible defensively. Spence now turns out of the pile. Grebe gets around Nardley. Hoff now, dozen seconds to shoot. Spence takes it in, low shot off the side of the net. Hernandez now with 6 to go. 3 seconds, Spence gotta shoot. He'll let go, and making the save down low is Colin Turvo. Elmhurst gets rid of every second on that possession. But now here come the Titans. Making a move is Jake Cahoon. Cahoon around 2, a bouncer just wide of the left post. Ball will stay with Wesleyan. And quickly jumping back into action is Timothy McHugh. Black stumbled while receiving that low pass. And now he accelerates. Under 5 minutes to go, 2-goal game. Elmhurst 11, Illinois Wesleyan 9. Wesleyan has not lost a conference game in the regular season since 2017. Thrown in front now, low shot, denied by Mickelson. Boone on the rebound. Swim move inside, but cannot fire it towards the net. We have a flag coming, and it's on Elmhurst. Boone drew one right as he released. Palms up on the defensive side of things for Elmhurst. But now the Titans stand one man-up goal away from making this a one-goal game. Calls on Nathan McGuire. Span of whistles trying to fix the shot clock, and now we're good. This could be make or break. McGuire's in there for 60 seconds. Weinberg, who's had a great second half for the Titans, now eventually worked up top. Boone across. Black whips it wide. You could tell it came off his stick awkwardly. Still 41 seconds to shoot. Now thrown in front. Eastman scores! Ike Eastburn has it within one.
Goal Titans. Goal server number 71, Eastburn. Assisted by number 12.
Ike Eastburn has been held
John Kiddo.
without a goal up until this point. Him and Eli Spence, the two goal-scoring studs. And Eastburn has a crucial 42nd on the season. And you talk about a crucial face-off. It's won by Vasquez, who wears a check and now marches inside. Tony Vasquez lofts it down low for Hernandez, who will scoop this one up. Under 4 minutes to go. 11-10. It was 12-11 last year in the conference championship game that sent the Titans in black to the NCAA tournament. Noise picks up here at Langhorse Field. We knew it would get to this point. A one-goal game with a huge first seed and the CCIW on the line. Krause having some trouble with this ball here. It's up for grabs. Everybody trying to get their stick in there. And still nobody with secure possession. Spence comes out of the pile. A whistle and a timeout called by Mark Morrell.
Timeout taken by the Blue Jays.
The 13th year head coach knows what he's doing. So much nerves here at Langhorse Field. You're able to settle it down for a temporary amount of time. There's still 26 seconds left on the shot clock when Elmhurst will play off the whistle. Two teams with 10 wins on the season. One will find their 11th, and it won't just be a meaning of one win for one team if they can get it. What could be program changing for Elmhurst, the little brother of the CCIW, for a very long time. Lost to Wesleyan in the regular season and then the tournament championship last year. They were one goal shy of going to their first NCAA tournament. And although this won't decipher who wins the CCIW tournament, it could very much the regular season that could get them the 1 seed and have them be the host here at Langhorse Field come April 30th for the semifinals. So Blue Jays out of the timeout. There's 3 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock in a one-goal game. Blue Jays lead by just one. Pete Grebe with 5 goals for the Blue Jays. Here's Grebe for Spence. Back for Grebe, steps into one. Oh, what a save there. If not that, it hit the post. The chase is won by the Blue Jays. Shot clock resets. Whether it hit the post or turvo, it does not matter. It'll go back to 60. It is more time to burn for Elmhurst, but you have to be careful. We have a Wesleyan fan takeover. A ton of Homewood Flossmoor lacrosse players that are chanting on Jake Sline, the freshman, and his Wesleyan roster. Of course, Sline came out of Homewood Flossmoor. And a screen, an illegal one. Titans have the ball. Now Wesleyan will settle. Jake Cahoon. And the Titans, who trailed by a score of 7-2 at one point, then 7-11. Now they're one away from tying up this game. Gage Black skips it. Boone, left hand, fires, save by Mickelson. 100 seconds to go, and Elmhurst has the ball. Colin McManaman, gotta get rid of it. He dumps it over midfield, and it goes out of bounds. Nick Horrocks will take over. Titans have a timeout if they need. Gage Black, down a goal line extended. 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Boone steps in, it was blocked in front, rebound, score! Picking up the loose change was Sam Weinberg. And this game is tied for the first time since it was 0-0. A 4-2 fourth quarter for Wesleyan. 56 seconds now. Will we need another overtime just like the conference championship last year? Time can only tell, and there's not a lot of it. Vasquez wins an important faceoff. And here come the Blue Jays. Tony Vasquez with Schroeder right on his tail. He falls. Now played to X for Hernandez. 40 seconds to go. Eli Spence, a man who they've relied on all season. Spence, left-hand shot. Oh, what a save by Turbo. He got it off the mask, and the ball is down right near the out-of-bounds line. Blue Jays want to push. Spence went down, will get no call, and here come the Titans. 25 to go. Timothy McHugh with the game in his stick. Now skipped across, Boone, inside, scores! Bob Boone with a dozen to go! And Wesleyan looks to remain perfect in CCIW play once again. This calls for a timeout. Bob Boone, the veteran, the fifth year, out of Los Angeles, with one of the most important goals in his life. Now, it has been a fourth quarter that has been controlled at the faceoff dot by Elmhurst, although they trail in this quarter, now by a score of 5-2. If there is one thing positive about the way they've closed things out, it's the faceoff, and it's Vasquez who's taken every single one for Elmhurst in this game. Nearly 64% on the season. Will have to win a huge one and immediately dart into the offensive end. 12-11 Illinois Wesleyan with 12 seconds to go. Can Wesleyan win a 14th straight against the Blue Jays, or can Elmhurst pull off a prayer and force overtime? Only this face-off will tell. Nick Schroeder, Tony Vasquez. The most pressuring face-off each of them have faced this season. Here goes Vasquez trying to box out. He goes down. This is going to be a push. Elmhurst will have 7 seconds to get a shot on. Brendan Krause. And a timeout is called by Zach Iannucci. They're going to try to draw something up here that prevents any sort of shot attempt from Elmhurst. 2 seconds are added back onto the clock. That is beyond important. So now you're talking about 9 seconds instead of 7 to try to find an equalizing goal. It was 7-2 until there were under 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Elmhurst led by 5. Then later on they led by 4. And now for the first time, they trail. Bob Boone, assisted by Noah Dretzka, could be the game-sealing goal if the result stands. Wesleyan back out there. Their visiting crowd cheering them on. Can they hold the fort down for what seems like a short amount of time, but not when you're in a moment like this on the defensive end? So Spence will get the ball right near the 45-yard line. He's defended by Billy McHugh. Whistle sounds. 9 seconds. Spence. Left hand, threw it across, it's out of reach of Hernandez, and that throws away the game. Illinois Wesleyan will launch this one into the air and celebrate an incredible comeback victory.
Please be sure to stick around for the start of the Elmhurst Lacrosse game beginning at 3 o'clock p.m.
Not a fun way to finish your senior day for the Elmhurst men's lacrosse team. On the other end, Illinois Wesleyan, 3-0 in CCIW play now. Still a program that has not lost a conference game in the regular season since 2017. And that continues. And when they play Carroll in a week, if they can close out there, it will be another undefeated regular season, as Wesleyan looks to win their 7th straight regular season title. For Elmhurst, still 2 more games in their path. They'll have Carroll and North Central, still in a good position to make the CCIW tournament, where they'll look for revenge. For now, for our producer, Bill Law, my name is Luke Jordan, saying so long on this one. And if you're sticking around, don't forget we have Augustana College taking on Elmhurst University in women's lacrosse at 3 p.m. Thank you for watching this broadcast, and we'll see you for the CCIW tournament down in Bloomington.